Hello again, it's Helen Howe from Helen Howe's Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to put together my wiper card. It's called a wiper card because the action of the arm is like a car wiper blade. Now in this kit you will get 5 sheets. You'll get an inside of your card and a backing. I've printed my backing on gloss paper and my inside on silk paper. You'll get an envelope front and back, and this again I've done on silk paper, and then you'll get a page with the panels in it. Now I've printed my page out twice because I wanted the covering panel and the arm in gloss paper, but I did want the mechanism in matte paper, simply because I think that will glue or stick better than the gloss does. That's entirely up to you what you do. Just a couple of graphic mentions that I have to mention, and that's this lovely snowman comes from Cheryl Killian under license, and this gorgeous little snowman head I actually coloured with using graphics from Joanne's Digital Designs. Okay, let's get on. So the first thing we do is we put our back and our front together and we score down here and we make our card base. Now this card base is 5 inches wide by 6 inches high and will fit perfectly well into your envelope. Now I haven't added decoupage to this card because you've got a whole mechanism that's got to fit inside and you need to be able to get it into your envelope. What you can also see on your card inside are 2 lines, a green line and a red line, and these are there to help you line up various elements, which I will show you as we go along. So here we have our L-shaped element, and we have to do nothing to that at the moment. And we have, this is our first mechanism piece, and this is our second mechanism piece. So we need to, this is the way that one goes round. We need to score all these, and that's a mountain, mountain, valley. And this is also a mountain, mountain, valley. But we also have to bend this piece inwards, and I'll show you how I do that. So let's get on with the scoring. Let's see if we can get these lined up. Just to make sure I've got good score lines. These are the pieces that actually make your swing arm work. There we are, we're all scored. So we've got a mountain, and we've actually got a valley fold, and that's what you should end up with. Okay, and now we'll score this one, and it's best to get all these scoring bits done first and out of your way. That wants to come in a bit. I'd say the mechanism is probably the trickiest bit in this card, and you do want to go right the way across that V, even though the score line only goes to there. Go right across. Okay, and you've got one more score line here. Oh, it's not quite on it. That's it. All right. This is a mountain fold. This is a mountain fold. This is a valley fold. Now then, we have to fold this piece in. And I find, I'm just going to move this out my way, you can't really score it on your board, but if you can manage to score these lines some way, it's going to help you fold it. I'm just doing it on a flat tabletop. It's just enough to help you. Okay, let's bring this back. So now what we're trying to do is we've got to ease it over. Can you see what I'm doing? You just take your time because you need this bit to be right. Now then, if you take your mountain fold in and this down a bit more, as I said, it just takes a little bit of time. You've got to get it right on its score lines. There we go. Now you can take your mountain fold in and squeeze it like that and use your bone knife to get that nice and sharp. Whoops. And that's what you've got. All right, the next bit is we're going to join this piece and we're going to put it in line with this. But one of the easiest ways is to put it this way. And we can do that with both of them. Now, I tried this with glue, so I'm now going to go with the Easy Runner tape instead. Glue gets very messy, and I'm afraid my first attempt went in the dustbin. So that's that one, and we're going to put that like that. Not stuck to my fingers. Don't stick to my fingers, and line it up with that red line. And we're going to do exactly the same with this. I want that to go right to the end, but not over the end. So now then, if you line this one up, if you can get them lined up, that is. If not, we'll have to do them singly. There. Now then, they are dead straight with each other. Make sure they're in line and straight right against that fold. That needs to be a tiny bit straighter. And that's in there. And then we're just going to close the card on it. And you've got them where you want them. There. Perfect. Now then, we have to glue these ends to this side of the card. And the easiest way to get them in position is to fold them back on themselves. But you must make sure that this is on this square. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Let's go right to the top. Never gets the top where I want it. There's it. And the same with this. Oh yeah, got some on my card. Have to get that off. Just shows how we can all make mistakes. Get this off quickly. Oh, don't ruin my card. If this happens to you, you can always put something to cover it up. If you hear me cursing, just cover your ears. I'm getting it off very slowly, I may add. Yeah, one more little bit. I suppose the one thing we many crafters have is patience, but a longer nail also helps. It's almost off, nearly there. There, not too much damage to the paper. Okay, so I'm making sure that that is on the second square. So do make sure of that. And then the other easiest way is to just shut your card down, and that will put the mechanism in the right place. There's your mechanism done for you, easy peasy. Now the next bit is the L shape. I've cut that bit a bit funny, but don't worry, that doesn't matter as long as you can make sure you've got this straight. What we've got to do is we've got to glue in there, but I'm going to actually do a piece across here, and it's designed to fit like that. All right, can you see that? That goes there, your L shape's that way, right against the groove, and it goes there. So now I'm just going to use a bit of paper, and this is the bit I'm going to do with any luck. And it doesn't matter if it's gone on a bit of paper. There we go, I've got mine stuck. I'm trying to get this so you can see what I'm doing. So you put that in there and match it up with that, and I'm just going to hold it for a second, and that's your mechanism. Can you see? So now we have the arm, and the arm you need to go along that way. Now I would suggest that you just look at where you're placing this. You have a mark up here for this card, and you need to cover your mechanism. So that card would go like that in a moment. So how far out do you want your arm? If you go like that, you've got him like that. So I would say the whole length there, and he'll appear, or you can have him a bit further out. I'm going to take mine a little further out, and he'll still be covered by the card. So I'm not going to go all the way with this because I'm only going to glue half. So it's along this edge that you need to go, and I'm going to go to there. Right, and this is my arm, so it's going up and out there. There's your mechanism. And when you close the card, he goes up, and when you bring him down, he goes down. Up, down. Now then, I can see that he's going over the top of the card. Oops. Dear me, that shouldn't have done that. Hang on, let's get that back in place. Stay there, will you? I'm going to take him off. Fortunately, this glue tape of mine is very forgiving, and I'm going to go the whole length this time. I'm going to go right across, and I'm going to take him right to the end like that. Now then, yes, he's not too bad that way. So the very last thing we've got to do, we'll make sure everything's stuck. Which is there, make sure everything is stuck as it should be. Yeah. Is we've got to glue this piece in order to attach this. I'm going to turn my card around, and I'm going to put my fingers in there. I wonder if I can do that the other way. can put it down. That would be easier. There we go. And to that, making sure that my top level's up with this green mark, just there, and that I've covered my mechanism, I'm going to put him on. There we go. And that's it. That's your swing card. Very sweet, very easy, a little bit of fun. Now you can make cards wider, but I think this is a nice size for posting, and it should all go into the envelope easily, and it does. If you really feel you want to decoupage, then I suggest you print the backing on up twice and cut your wreath out. Anyway, I think anyone that gets that would be very, very happy. Now I will put in the comments where you can buy my kit, and happy crafting till next time.